Today, many know him as Frank Costanza. Others know him as half of the legendary Stiller and Meara. But for over 50 years, he has known how to make all of us laugh. Join me as we go back on the block with the incomparable Jerry Stiller, right here at one of his favorite spots, Katz's Deli. You know this place well.
If you came to the Lower East Side, you worked during the week, you went to school, at the end of the week, with whatever money you had, you'd have delicatessen, pastrami or salami. It was like a little feast. You were in touch with your life, so to speak, you know, the gift that was given to you, delicatessen.
Family's very, very important to you. It's been a huge part of your life and is always with you.
They were there, always there to root me on or be there. And to this day, they are the support that they gave me then. It makes me aware that everybody needs something like a family.
Cherry Lane Theater. You walked by that theater one day. What happened?
I went down to Cherry Lane. It was a hot summer day, and there was a guy sweeping the sidewalk. I said, "Do you have any job for actors?" He says, "Go in the yard and speak to Rod Steiger." So I went in the yard, and this was 1947. And there was this big husky guy in shorts and with a brush and was painting. I said, "They told me you could help me paint scenery." He says, "What's your name?" I said, "Jerry Stiller." He said, "You ever painted a flat before, Jerry?" I said, "No." He said, "Up and down." He gives me the brush. Guy calls him, says, "Rod, there's a phone call for you." He goes out, takes the phone call. He comes back and says, "Well, I'll be seeing you." I says, "Where are you going?" He says, "I got a job. I'm playing Christ at the Rooftop Theater." Well, anyway, that season I actually got on stage with B. Arthur, Mike
Do you
Gaza.
think that could happen today?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
They're always looking for people to paint scenery.
Right. You've done a lot of things in and out, but New York City seems to always be part of your experience and what you bring to whatever role you play. And you met Ann in New York City.
I met this very beautiful, tall, lovely woman named B.
Redheaded.
Redheaded B. Mortensen. She was sweet. She was from Seattle. And I said, "Why don't you and I do an act together?" Well, she said, "Okay, we'll try to do an act." Well, after a while, I was trying to do more than an act with her, and she knew it. She was trying to dump me. And here we were looking for work together. So me and B went into this agent's office, and there were all these many actors. And B said, "Oh, Ann, I want you to meet Jerry Stiller." And there was Ann, who had auburn hair, and B says, "Why don't you take this girl out for coffee?" And
so B basically dumped you.
He dumped me, gave me to Ann. 6 months later, we were married.
Now, we're going to go back to a wonderful chapter, a new chapter in your life.
Okay.
Going to Seinfeld.
Larry David calls me from L.A. There's a role here on a show called Seinfeld. We want you to replace the father.
And
I said,
"Now tell everybody, what'd you do?"
I said, "Who's Seinfeld?" I went out, and there I was. And Larry said to me, "Look, I want you to play the character this way. You're this woman who, Estelle Harris.
She talks like that. She'll scream at you. She'll holler at you. And I want you to
play it down so that it's good contrast." I says, "Okay, I'll do that." We're shooting the last rehearsal for the show to be shot in front of the audience. She starts screaming at me, and I decided at that moment, instead of her screaming at me and taking it easy, she said,
"You're the one who ruined his life. You never were a good role model.
About Jason.
You never were there for him. You were a lousy father."
I says, "You're the one who hated you. You're the one who spoiled him. You slept in bed with him all day. You made sandwiches for him. You never let him get out of the right." And they all started to laugh.
Right.
And at that point, Jason comes over to me and says, "Jerry, don't be afraid to hit me." So he says, "Can I have the keys to the car, Pop?" I went, bang! And they screamed. They all laughed.
So you just totally changed the character.
Changed everything at that moment. And at that point, Estelle Harris says,
"Can I hit him too?"
If we could kind of just close our eyes, snap our fingers, and get two people to sit at the table with us, who would they be?
My mother and father.
Yeah.
I would like them to be here to just enjoy a sandwich.
Yeah. Enjoy it together with you. I wish I could sit here for 10 more hours.
Who was this guy?
Thank you, Jerry.
Thank you.